Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and I'm bringing you guys this game, the second game in the TongFu.NA vs Worlds End in the JDL. This is the second game, like I said. So if you guys haven't seen the first game, then you are going to be prepared for spoilers. Spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you what happened in the first game in a few moments. But overall, you have like 5 seconds, and then I'll start spoiling. 5, 4, time's up. Okay, so last game, TongFu.NA did drop the game. Worlds End had a very, I wouldn't say aggressive game. They just had people who could dive a little bit harder, or they were, I don't know. It just seemed like Worlds End just caught TongFu off guard pretty hard. I think that's really what it was. But nonetheless, TongFu lost the last game. There was a Timbersaw who was very annoying. I'm actually surprised that we don't see any respect bans at all coming up from TongFu.NA, because I think Timbersaw caused them some problems and Invoker caused them a lot more. I don't know if Worlds End are going to pick the Invoker up because they're dirty Invoker pickers. It looks like we're going to see a relatively similar draft to last time around. We got the Vengeance Spirit getting picked up first by TongFu.NA. A little bit different from the draft so far, but they did ban the same two people. They did ban the Lone Druid and the Faceless Void. And Worlds End, they also banned out the Doombringer and the OD last game as well. Well, like I said, it looks like they're going to stick to their guns. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They got the Invoker and Undying pickup. Same exact pickups that they had last time around. Gyrocopter are going to be the carry pickup for TongFu.NA as well. Same exact thing as we had last time. So it looks like both teams are just kind of stuck in their ways. The difference between last draft is I think Vengeful Spirit's a lot more useful than Shadow Shaman. The reason why I say it is because Vengeful Spirit, she just wants to swap somebody and then drop a stun and be there for extra damage, whereas Shadow Shaman, he has a purpose. He has a purpose in life. Shadow Shaman wants to drop his Serpent Wards. So he has to survive long enough to drop him in a good spot, and if you don't drop him in a good spot, then it's like, oh, okay, you're wasted. Or if you are about to drop him, then you die, it's like, oh man, your ulti's on cooldown until you come back alive again, technically. So Vengeful Spirit is a lot more useful in the sense that she can be more suicidal, she's a lot more selfless, and I think that's going to play to TongFu.NA's playstyle overall, because they can keep Gyrocopter alive without having to worry about much. But so far, the bans are looking the same exact like they were last time. I guess TongFu.NA just do not want to play against these heroes. Spirit Breaker going to be the third ban from TongFu.NA. Oracle going to be a third ban from Worlds End, looking like the same exact draft that we saw last time, ban-wise. And I would be surprised. Okay, we got a Wish Doctor game banned by TongFu.NA, so it looks like they're not going to allow Worlds End to have the same exact picks that they had last time. Wish Doctor was picked up by Worlds End last time around, so TongFu going to go ahead and play that respect ban. So nice respectful ban. This also throws out a sign that maybe they're going to go for somebody who needs illusions. Maybe they're going to go for somebody like a PL or even a Naga Siren. I've seen a few games of Naga Siren in the earlier stages of the patch. I haven't seen him in the current state of the patch, so I don't know if Naga Siren is considered a legit thing or if she's been experimented with enough. We also got a Disruptor being banned up by Worlds End, so I think that's different from last time. So we'll see how Worlds End decide to adjust so far. They pick up the Dazzle for themselves. They deny it from TongFu.NA's line. Looks like TongFu.NA probably going to have to go for something a little bit more aggressive, like a Tusk. I keep mentioning Tusk. Nobody wants to pick up a Tusk for some reason. Templar Assassin going to be a pickup coming up from TongFu.NA. So she's going to be a good mid. I think she did really well versus Invoker. And we got Darkseer getting picked up by Worlds End. Wow. Disrespectful. They took TongFu.NA's Darkseer, who they had last time around. And given that Oracle's banned out this time around, that means that Darkseer is going to be pretty darn strong. He's going to be able to do what he wants. Hopefully we see some nice vacuum walls, and we see everything else go through. Okay. And what's going on? Hold on, give me a second.
5 seconds remaining.
I can't Twitch chat right now. I mean, I can, but give me a second. Let me see if I can reply. Nope, Twitch is broke. Alright, let's not do that. Alright, so focusing on the game, Worlds End. Worlds End, they do have a lineup that's going to be relatively, it's a nice team fight team. I mean, you have the Darkseer Vacuum Wall. You got the Undying with the Tombstone. You also had the Dazzle with the ulti just wrecking up stuff. Just negative armor everywhere. It's gonna be. I think TongFu are gonna be hard pressed to try to find somebody to help support the way they play. Like I said, Tusk has been completely ignored by both teams last time around, and I think it maybe just doesn't play into either team's playstyle. But Tusk is relatively important in the sense that he can keep people alive. He can do some crazy, scary things. Also, Earth Spirit as well. He's in the pool too. Let's not forget about Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit can do some pretty disgusting things as a support. But TongFu North America and Worlds End, they do both ignore him once again. TongFu, they do pick up the Nyx Assassin, which I think that kind of carries out the fact, or sorry, it solidifies the fact that they're not going to have any other type of support unless they play Nyx Assassin off lane, which would be a good lane for him. And it's going to be a relatively cool game for him too. It's going to have a lot of intelligence heroes to burn the mana of, and it's going to be a lot of abilities, especially like Darkseer. You can basically have a stun on demand with Nyx Assassin. Pop spiked Carapace. Wow, words are really difficult right now. If he pops spiked Carapace right next to an Iron Shell creep, then he might be able to give himself an easy stun on top of Darkseer, which might mean an easy follow-up. TongFu North America do ban out the Juggernaut. I do think he caused him enough problems for him to be respectfully banned out, so a really nice ban. And Worlds End, they're going to have to pick another carry. There are a lot better carries in my honest opinion than Juggernaut, but going against somebody like a Gyrocopter or a Templar Assassin, I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Juggernaut does fairly well. Gyrocopter, relatively speaking, a relatively mediocre carry, not the worst carry in the world, not like a horrible carry. He was super top tier a little while ago until he got nerfed a little bit. But overall, a relatively mediocre carry in my honest opinion, because he's like super uber reliant on items, and even if he does have items, he can still get wrecked pretty hard. So I'm not a huge fan of Juggernaut. I like anti-mages, like the classic anti-mages, Morphling, even Phantom Lancer to a certain extent, type carries, Spectre as well. I think they carry a lot harder. Well, they do carry a lot harder, but that's not the point. The point is Juggernaut's going to get banned out by TongFu North America, so I'm not going to worry about it, and Worlds End are going to have to readjust their strategy. I don't foresee Worlds End. Oh, okay, there we go. Phantom Lancer get picked up inside Worlds End, so he's going to be a lot more aggressive. So just feed into that style of just in your face, let's do this, chase people down, run them down, kill them, split push, do stuff. Worlds End are looking for a very aggressive game, and it looks like it threw TongFu for a loop last time around, so it might throw TongFu for an even bigger loop when you have your carry somebody who's as dive worthy as a Phantom Lancer, because Phantom Lancer can get in there, do some stuff, chase you, and then kill you, and then kill your tower, and then kill your peoples who show up later. So I'm expecting to see a relatively easy game for Phantom Lancer, and by easy game I mean relatively easy going game. Hopefully we don't see a super, Phantom Lancer just out carries the whole entire team. He does still have to worry about the Gyrocopter's flight cannon. He does also have to worry about Phantom Assassin or Templar Assassin's side blades. Those do go through everything, but for the most part, I don't expect to see Phantom Lancer die a ton in this game. He does have a nice supporting cast for him, and he should have the room to farm. He does need to be very careful about Nyx Assassin, though. I will say that, because Nyx Assassin can just show up and just, wreck him pretty hard, just with a few right clicks, unless Phantom Lancer is quick enough on the fingers. But there's a lot of factors here at play. Overall, though, I think Phantom Lancer is just ready for it. Phantom Lancer is a hero who I think is really prepared for, who can bring it to someone like Templar Assassin, who has the refraction charges, who can bring it to someone like Gyrocopter, who's not going to have the damage until like 30-40 minutes into the game, and who can actually just pick off Vengeful Spirit anytime she shows up on the map. Because of Doppelganger, just dodging all the stuns. And TongFu North America taking a nice, long, hard think. I don't really know what will solve their problems right now. They have the Gyrocopter for carry, they have the Templar Assassin for mid, the Vengeful Spirit, and they have the Vengeful Spirit and Lina. So that's gonna be a good, okay lineup. Okay lineup overall. I'm hoping to see some nice setups. So maybe even get a few kills or two on top of Invoker, because you have the Lina stun followed up by the Vengeful Spirit stun, or Vengeful Spirit stun followed by Lina stun, followed by Templar Assassin just smacking Invoker in the face pretty hard. So we'll see how this game plays out. We will see, said the blind man. We will see. Or blind woman too, sorry. It's, either way. We're all about gender equality in Dota. Equal opportunity killing, that's what we call it. So let's go ahead and do introductions, start off on the side of Worlds End once again. Actually no, let's do TongFu first. Starting from TongFu's side, we see on this Lina, we got Milena Gaga playing Lina. Moving to the Gyrocopter. Not to be confused with Lady Copter, but it's Gyrocopter, not Lady-O-Copter. We see Dunn being played by Gyrocopter. Nyx Assassin being handled by the one and only Russ West 44. And Vengeful Spirit with a very nice, fantastic hairstyle, very crazy eyes. Actually, I'm a little bit concerned about her eyes. She might want to get that checked out. But we see Friendly Player being played by Vengeful Spirit. And Templar Assassins being handled by the one and only hashtag Sleep at 4. Moving over to the side of Worlds End, on this Undying, we have ourselves the very, very, very aggressive Koss being played by Undying, or he's playing Undying. Dazzle already TPing out down bottom. He's going to be handled by Mr. Sherpledurple. I see, it's Shepherd. I shall call you Shepherd, darn it. Jeez, less syllables, please. Less syllables, I will survive a lot better. Moving to the Phantom Assassin, Phantom Lancer. We see the one and only paper doll being played by Phantom Lancer, because Phantom Lancer is controlling the player. No, it's not the other way around. See, Phantom Lancer is controlling the player, is telling the player what to do, and then, okay. And Ice is being played by Darkseer. And last but not least, of course, Invoker is being played by Noble Wings. Yes, good points pointed all over. So I will go ahead and give credit to the chat for this one. I cannot claim this one, but something I did not consider. Dazzle Heal plus Phantom Lancer Illusions. It's gonna be it's better than a Tusk Heal Bomb. It's like immediate illusions everywhere, just damage all over the place. So some very nice synergy coming out from that. But overall, I think the lineup for Worlds End, I like it a little bit better. I mean, yes, there's a Gyrocopter on the map, and Phantom Lancer is gonna struggle a little bit versus that. But I don't think Gyrocopter is gonna struggle. Or sorry, I don't think Phantom Lancer is gonna struggle enough for it to matter. Gyrocopter has the awkward stage, the same stage that Juggernaut has, the same stage that DK has. A lot of carriers have the awkward stage, you know, when they start. Actually, no. Specifically Gyrocopter and specifically Juggernaut and specifically DK have the awkward stage where they can do like a ton of magic damage at one point and they do absolutely no damage. They have not enough physical damage to do jack squat, and then next thing you know they just have a ton of physical damage and they can just wreck face. So overall I think TongFu are going to be able to I think TongFu are going to have to manage that. They're going to have to make sure that Gyrocopter does not get harassed too much. They need to make sure he stays alive, and I think a few kills, a few deaths on Vengeful Spirit is going to be okay, just as long as Gyrocopter doesn't die. Also, some rotations coming from Lina. I think Mila Gaga seems to like to play a rotation type style where he hangs on mid, then goes back up top, maybe rotates him for a gank mid again. So hopefully we see some good rotations come out from Gaga. But it looks like the runes will be going towards Templar Assassin and Invoker respectively. Looks like both teams just respectively taking up their runes. And bottom lane is going to be Dazzle plus the Phantom Lancer. Oh my gosh, we're going to see some pretty cool stuff. And bottom lane, we got Gaga just hanging out. But I think it's gonna be Suicide solo lane by Nyx Assassin. We'll probably see Gaga rotate up top. Easy setup for kills. Easy rotation in for mid for kills too. Especially considering that Invoker may not have the Invis Ghostwalk. May not have Ghostwalk anytime soon. Anywho, Templar Assassin does start off with the first Wraith Band, so she will have a little bit more damage going her way. Trying to help her with the last hits, just trying to help her with the damage overall. And Invoker gonna go ahead and do that nice little alacrity spam. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it's a thing. Now we got Gyrocopter hanging up top. He's all by himself. He's actually taking, he's getting held up with Vengeful Spirit. Nice harassment coming from Darkseer, but Darkseer can trade very efficiently, and now Vengeful Spirit will be on the back foot. Darkseer only has level 1 in Iron Shell. So maybe if we had Alina available, there might have been an easy setup kill, but looks like it's not going to be the case. Instead, we got Vengeful Spirit and Darkseer going back their respective ways. Mango's up on Darkseer, so he will be able to get a little bit more going his way. And Vengeful Spirit, she actually has a smoke of the seat too, so she wants to rotate soon. Meanwhile, we got Gaga going to just come mid, get a level, and then go back up top. Nice rotation coming from overall. A little bit off on top. Actually, nope. Rotate around the backside, drops an Observer Ward. Trying to see the rotation when Invoker comes in and when anybody comes in, and they're actually pinging the Darkseer. I don't know if this means that they want to go for a kill or not, but this will be a nice setup kill. Eventually, can get the startup stun. It's like she will be able to get it. No, she's just barely in range. Gets a stun. Lina a little bit too far for them to dive, and Gyrocopter already popped the flat cannon, or already popped the rocket barrage too. If they can get it back just a little bit more, it would be great for them. I think they suspect that there's an Observer Ward around the corner or something, but that was just more so a case of Vengeful Spirit just being so dang on slow that she couldn't really do anything. So that would have been dodged one way or another. I mean, she got the stun up, but that's really about it. Meanwhile, double damage rune gonna be getting found out by Lina, and Lina gonna protect it. Lina gonna go ahead and take it, and Darkseer gonna be forced back. Meanwhile, alacrity spam coming out. Invoker getting some free damage because why not? You know, just go full alacrity. Just go full. Never go full alacrity, guys. Never go full alacrity. Invoker invoking up Cold Snap past Alacrity as well. Has 2 points inside of his spells. They might be able to get a kill. I don't know if they're going to see a rotation from a support or if he can do it by himself. Looks like he's going to just get a few right-click damages, or just get a few refraction charges down from Templar Assassin. And there we go, refractions down. This might be a time for him to go for, but he's actually taking quite a bit of damage. The melt charges, or sorry, the melt damage is doing a little bit too much to him. Meanwhile, down bottom, Undying being a big bully. Gonna go ahead and force him back. Say, yeah, you better get off my lawn. That's what bullies do. Instead of like Gyrocopter, who's just old and just sits there and says, "Get off my lawn." Undying makes you get off his lawn with his decay and his stench. Like seriously, does he even take a shower? I mean, I understand he's an undead, or I understand he's a dead corpse, but he's also undead, which means he's alive. So he's like not dead, but he's dead. So shouldn't he like, you know, shower or something to like try to impress the ladies? I mean, Corpse Bride might want a little something going her way. You never know. Anywho, so we got rotations coming in. Milla gonna show up, nice little chunk of damage. Can't really do much to follow it up though, so it's gonna feel very sad about that. No follow up, no true follow up that can really come out of that. She does not have Dragon Slave just yet. And we see a lot more, so it's way more passive than what we saw last time around. I will say that much. We see a way more passive game than what we saw last time. Last time we saw a few too many kills come on top of Gyrocopter, even at the lane rotations. So I think this is going to be going much more in favor of TongFu. This is much more TongFu's pace by the looks of it. Speaking of the looks of it, Refraction popped by Invoker, and him and Templar Assassin is going to continue their buddy hangout. Both have their bottles. Invoker's bottle's actually heading back on the courier. No? Okay, Invoker doesn't have a bottle. No, I lied. Invoker opted to not go for a bottle. I don't know if he's going to go for a Hand of Midas again this game. This is definitely a game that he can go for Hand of Midas. He's sitting really comfortably. And Gyrocopter Vision Spirit going to go and steal the stack coming up from Darkseer. It's a nice play coming up from them. Creeps getting pulled all over the place. And Dazzle actually taking quite a bit of damage. Where the heck is Dazzle? Where's Dazzle? Where's Dazzle? There he is. Dazzle taking a ton of damage, almost going down. Lina not able to get enough damage on top of Nyx Assassin. Same thing. Not able to get enough damage. No mana burn. So Dazzle will be limping on back. So Shepard going to feel very sad about that. And meanwhile, Phantom are going to continue to farm in the face of all this duress. He does dodge the stun completely. Wow. I don't know how he managed to do that, but does dodge the stun completely without Doppelganger. Because he's a baller. And now Lina drops a spell, just barely missing the stun. If it would have hit, they might have been able to get the follow-up kill, or they might have been able to get the follow-up stun into the kill. But keep in mind, Phalanxer did have Doppelganger available, so he would have been able to make a run forward. I don't know if he would have made it alive, but he would have definitely been able to make a run for it. And a phase boost will be the pickup from Invoker, so I think we're going to see a Hand of Midas from his Invoker soon. Either a Hand of Midas, or we're going to see straight up Yule Scepter. I think a Tornado Stick Yule Scepter is what you do if you go for Quas Wex. So I'm not sure if this is a Quas Wex Invoker or something a little bit more impressive, but we're going to see very soon, said Invoker. Just going to TP back mid, drop Alacrity for free, and get a few Reckless on top of Templar Assassin, force it back a little bit. Templar Assassin does have the Lina hanging out on the backside, but she's actually going to be heading top. Smoky to See does get picked up by her. She wants to get a few more kills going her way. So Gaga trying to get something going there. And it looks like the trap's going to get popped by the Templar Assassin, popping the wrong trap. And she does get a few right clicks off on top of Invoker, but I don't think it'll be enough. Won't be nearly enough. Just drop another trap, let it get charged up. And trap is fully charged. Trap is ready to blow. And 50% movement slow going that way. Smoke Gang coming out from Vengeful Spirit and Lina. We're going to see what happens because the last hits right now are showing that this top lane is not doing that bad. Not too shabby. 12 last hits going towards Darkseer's way versus the Nyx Assassin on the respective side only with 7 last hits. These guys are doing relatively well. Darkseer is doing good for himself. Undying is waiting for the smoke gank though, so I think they need to be very careful. They're waiting for Gyrocopter has his ulti available. Looks like they're going to drop it. Vengeful Spirit drops a stun. Beautiful stun. Here comes Tombstone response though. I don't know if they're going to have enough to actually keep him alive. Looks like the first blood will be going towards Lina. Now Undying, he will be the second kill. Beautiful play. Unfortunately, it goes to the Lina, and also Tombstone goal goes towards the Lina as well. So Lina doing really well for herself. Gaga going to feel very happy about that one. Of course, you want the kill on top of your carry if you can get it on top of him at all, but that's gonna mean a lot more things for Lina. She has the arcane boots available. It looks like they see the Invoker up top. Oh no, Invoker, Invis Rune. He does get scattered out completely. They did suspect that there was an Observer Ward over here. They did suspect an Observer Ward was placed over here, so that's why they placed the Sentry Ward here. But it looks like there was no Observer Ward at all, and that almost helped him get the kill on top of the Invoker. I don't know if Lina had not enough mana or something or what, but Invoker getting pretty darn close to dying in that one. So that was really scary. Really scary for him overall. So TongFu, like I said, getting the game that they want. They are going to be holding on to that gold graph for quite a bit. It looks like no towers have gone down. Actually, oh, Templar Assassin's heading out mid. What's Templar Assassin doing? She's actually trying to go for a dive on top of the tower. Nope, nope. Okay, trying to kill the tower. Taking a few tower shots. And Undying. Sentry Ward gets placed mid. Observer Ward gets placed mid as well. So more vision coming out for these guys trying to see the rotations. Templar Assassin going to go ahead and just busy herself by getting her bottle. And rotating towards the Ancients to stack. Or farm. Oh, it's already stacked. Nice. So she's gonna go ahead and farm that stack. Meanwhile, down bottom, Nyx Assassin hanging out with the Phantom Lancer. Unfortunately, he pops his Spike Carapace a little bit too late, so he does still take the damage and does not stun the Phantom Lancer in response. In mid, we got Lena just trying to shove the lane a little bit, make sure Templar Assassin can get her stacks, get her farm. And I don't know what she's trying to go for. She has the power treads fully finished up on Templar Assassin. I'm not sure what this is a Blink Dagger game for. Blink Dagger would be really useful. Speaking of things that would be really useful, we got Lena about to die right now. It would be really useful if she didn't die. But it looks like Tornado's going to finish her off. And Undying actually drops a tombstone, so it's going to be sacrificial tombstone. If Templar Assassin can get it fast enough, she might be able to collect some gold. It will be really nice if she did. Just barely out of range. Darn. That's what sucks when you have like 20 range. She's a ranged hero, alright. Her attack range is something ridiculous. 260? That's not even attack range. So, just for anybody who doesn't know, melee attack range, I think Phalanx has a little... No, Phalanx is normal melee attack range. Melee attack range is 128. Templar Assassin's attack range is not that much. Not that far. Meanwhile, Nick Assassin around the backside, they're going to be able to get themselves some nice damage on top of this Invoker. Invoker does go down. Nice reflection coming up from Nick Assassin. Does miss completely. Dazzle trying to TP in, but looks like they will be able to claim themselves a tower. So, one objective going the way of TongFu. And looks like the courier going to fly toward Dazzle. Some Observer Wards and Sentry Wards, trying to make sure the map is nice and safe. But the kill counter is still going in favor of TongFu. I don't foresee any big team fights happening here very soon. But looks like Gyrocopter and crew, they're going to try to go for the Darks here. There's the call down getting dropped down. Darks are going to take a nice chunk of damage. Will it be enough is a big question. No, just a little bit too short. One more rocket salvo is all they needed. And now Gyrocopter's going to be forced to drop that rocket barrage. Maybe if Gyrocopter would pop the flat cannon and got a right click on a creep, he might be able to get the kill. I've seen a few kills go like that. I've seen a few times where a Gyrocopter would pop his flat cannon, drop a right click on top of a creep just to get that extra attack range and hit somebody who's trying to run away. That might have been helpful in the Darks here, but I think the creeps are a little bit too far back. So, requires a little bit of preparation though. Speaking of preparation, Templar Assassin is still farming some Ancients because that's what she does. She is going to be going for the Deso, so she's trying to blow people up. That's what she does best, just blows them up. Come on guys, get your minds out together. Meanwhile, mid lane, Invoker is sitting on the phase boost, trying to farm up the tower, trying to farm some more creeps. And let's go and move into the items because I want to see how it's been transitioning so far. We see that Gyrocopter is working on his Helmet of Dominator, a little bit better timing than was last time. This time around, he has phase boost, or he has his power traits and his Helmet of Dominator, or Helmet of Iron Will. So some more regen going his way, and I think about 300 more gold, he will have enough gold for Morbid Mask. And here's a nice little stack. Nice play coming from support. Just make sure Gyrocopter stays nice and farmed up. This is good care for your carry. Lena, just trying to take a few last hits and also make sure Gyrocopter can get the rest of them. And Gyro dropping the ulti too because hey, why not? Need more farm. 125 mana for some more farm. Why not? And the last one should be the golems. More gold. More gold. We're all happy. Meanwhile, speaking of being happy, down bottom, Nick Assassin got me a little bit of trouble. I don't know if they have any Sentry Wards, but they need them now. If they do, Sentry Ward does get dropped by Dazzle, but Nick Assassin gonna be a little bit too far away. I don't think he knows about the Sentry Ward just yet, so he needs to be very careful. Still taking for some damage, and he is gonna be backing away. Sentry Ward did not scout that movement. But Nick Assassin can actually rotate this into a gank on top of Invoker. He has roughly, what's this, 15 seconds? 15 seconds or so left. He might be able to get us some damage on top of Invoker. Will it be in time is a big question. He's walking all the way to the mid. There's a Sentry Ward around the corner. Nick Assassin gonna go ahead and just bide his time. Needs to hurry the crap up. Templar Assassin, no Blink Dagger for it, but looks like Invoker did just barely see him. Here comes the stun, here comes the damage. They're gonna follow up with a lot of nukes, and there's a blow up. Invoker is officially down. The TP support did come in from the Undying, but unfortunately it wasn't fast enough. And the Golds is showing you more in favor of TongFu. They're getting the pickoffs that they want. This is the game that they want to play. This is how they want to play. They want to sit back, relax, be patient, and just have room for the carries to farm. If they can keep room for the carries to farm, this is good. So I like the Templar Assassin pickup. I think the pickup that they had last time, DK. I think DK could work too, but like I said, DK kind of falls into the same trap that a Juggernaut falls into, in the sense that you just need so much for him to actually do anything that is not really worthwhile as a mid person. I like DK as a carry better because I think he fits that role better. Of course, people still want to play mid, so fine, play mid. But in my honest opinion, though, if DK hits level 16 and he has a decent amount of farm, like a Blink Dagger, BKB, and maybe an AC at that point, then he can do a lot of work. Like, he can do a ton of work with just those 3 items and at level 16. Okay, also he needs maybe power treads, sure. But he can do a lot of work with those things. But putting him as a mid, he's really demanding as far as farm. If you can find the room, that's great. If you have a carry who doesn't need as much, then that'll be great too. But I like Templar Assassin better when she's paired up with Gyrocopter. or better as a better pair up because she gets online a lot faster. Speaking of getting online a lot faster, Vengeance Spirit gonna go and drop a nice little stun. Here comes a call down coming on top of Undying. Undying does get hit with the slow just a little bit, and Lena and crew do TP up top. Nobody losing their lives in this whole entire fight. Nick Assassin actually popped his ulti. He's gonna walk right into this. He might be able to find himself a kill on top of his Invoker. They're gonna wait for it. The Invoker is around the corner. They do have the damage. Here comes the Spike Carapace. Here comes everything. Sorry, Impale. And there goes the kill on top of the Invoker. Not as impressive of a game this time for this Invoker like it was last time. So TongFu, like I said, feeling very confident about letting the Invoker get the team pick up the Invoker once again. So they're freaking dirty Invoker pickers. But hey, gotta get it done somehow, right? Oh, by the way, meanwhile, I didn't realize Templar Assassin was doing Roche. Sorry, I was completely caught unawares. But yeah, Templar Assassin killing Roshan all by her lonesome. Maybe in some negative armor. Negative armor coming out from the Vengeful Spirit, but she does have the Deso available. Phantom Assassin, Phantom Lancer, not Phantom Assassin. These names, PL. PL gonna go ahead and send some more illusions. Here comes the one with full health. There goes the one that does damage. Templar Assassin, not the Phantom one, but the Templar one. She's gonna go ahead and drop an Invis rune. They do scout it out, so she's completely caught out. She's gonna be forced to drop her refraction and back away. Would have been a horrible series of events. Meanwhile, pings do come out top. They want to kill the Gyrocopter. I see a lot of people down bottom. Dazzle's around the corner, dropping the observer, trying to see more of what's going on. I heard a mango get popped. Don't know by who. But looks like they're going to go straight in for a tornado, catching the Gyrocopter. No TP support just yet coming from TongFu. They do see one TP support coming from Princess Spirit. She might be able to swap him out, but I don't know if it'll be fast enough. Looks like it will not be fast enough. TP's up top. It's going to be all unfortunate and a very unfortunate series of events. Vengeful Spirit will be losing her life here. Very slowly but surely. A death by 1,000 cuts. That's what that was. Bottom tower will be the trade for Vengeful Spirit plus a Gyrocopter. Definitely not a worthwhile trade at all. But the gold graph is going to be showing it's going to be a nice little spike up in favor of Worlds End, but they do lose their bottom tower. So I think once Templar Assassin gets the Blink Dagger, it's going to be pretty much a great position to create space for Gyrocopter. Templar Assassin's job is mainly to create space. If she can create a ton of space, then she's done her job. Blink Dagger is going to be absolutely necessary for Templar Assassin, so she can make sure she can jump on people like the Invoker, so she can jump on people like the Phantom Lancer before they can pop their abilities and run away. And also, it'll be really nice to just jump in there and just wreck Dazzle every once in a while, because who doesn't want to smack Dazzle in the face every once in a while? I mean, just look at that face. Look at that face. Don't you just want to smack him? Look at him. Look at it. Just all happy and whatnot. Why are you happy? I have to go to work tomorrow. Can you believe that? And you're just this happy and I gotta go work tomorrow. You should be ashamed of yourself, Dazzle. Right, moving on to other shenanigans. But yeah, so overall, Templar Assassin Blink Dagger is going to be very impactful in this game. She has a strong impact, she snowballs relatively well. And somebody with the snowball, or somebody who can snowball, like a Tusk, but you know, nobody wants a big Tusk. Somebody can snowballs really well. Oh no, Nick Assassin reveals a Blink Dagger, does miss completely, whiffs everything, backs away. Needs an Ether Lens for that. And he reveals the fact he has a Blink Dagger, so they will be a lot more careful. And also he uses Vendetta too, so it's kind of like a double loss. Speaking of losses, Darkseer hanging out at the top. The Observer does scout him out. Vengeance Spirit waiting around the corner. Don't know what this means. Oh, okay, they saw her. They saw her with the Observer Ward. And nice placement. They do catch both. Now the whole entire Dire Squad, TongFu ready to go ahead and post up and push that top tower. 2 minutes left on the Aegis, so they want to go ahead and burn it soon. But GG Rune is up on top of Slep at 4. Or sorry, Double Damage Rune. My bad, didn't mean to say GG. GG Rune, there we go, doing it again. Double Damage Rune is available on Templar Assassin for a few more moments. It does go away, unfortunately. But they are going to be able to get some nice damage. The Deso is just working so hard on that tower. -7 armor for a tower. Meanwhile, TP coming in from Nick Assassin, they do not want to go for a trade this time around. Sentry Ward does get placed down, so Nick Assassin will be getting scouted out completely. They're going to turn around, drop out the slow, and Nick Assassin getting caught in the middle of it. He will be able to get some nice damage on top of everybody, but looks like the Cold Snap will not be continuing on. The call down from Gyrocopter will be zoning these guys out and backing them up. And Templar Assassin is hanging around the backside. Blink Dagger is in hand, so she's ready to blink in there and do stuff. Meanwhile, Nick Assassin getting scouted out. So many Sentry Wars getting placed down. Holy crap. Nick Assassin has no true place to run, but he will try to catch up on this Evoker. Misses his stun completely, but doesn't really matter. Gets the beautiful mana burn. That's 3 points out of it. Now it's going to be 4 points. A lot of extra damage coming towards Invoker, who does have, what's his intelligence? Relatively high. Relatively high. Having Wex is going to suck a lot. So the tower is going to be taking some damage. No backdoor protection, surprisingly. Really? Okay, I thought we backdoor protection there. Anyway, they're gonna go ahead and blink forward. They catch a nice little stun on top of the Undying. Undying getting chain stun. He gets wrecked. No, he survives just barely. So many nukes getting used on top of Undying. Undying will be able to drop his ult here very soon if he wants to. Actually, I think he needs to. Thermal Assassin's gonna be the one to go for the fight. Aegis is gonna be getting reclaimed here in a few seconds, but it doesn't really matter. Darkseer drops a beautiful wall. No vacuum to follow it up. Thermal Assassin gonna be the one to actually blink away. Beautiful timing on that. And now Princess Spirit, she's waiting to swap, but she's not gonna be able to do anything but just sacrifice her life for the cause. I don't think they need to go back and save her, but it looks like they're gonna try to. They're getting a nice little stun off on top of a few people. Next Assassin gonna be the last sacrificial lamb. He's gonna pop a spike carapace. Actually drop his ult instead. Beautiful stun. Invoker come around the backside. He actually drops out the EMP. It does miss completely. And this fight's continuing on. Undying about to be going down here in a few seconds. Tempo Assassin does get a kill on top of the Invoker. She also gets a kill on top of the top of the Dazzle. And this will be a third kill coming up from Gyrocarp, 4 Gyrocarps on top of the Darkseer. So a very, very, very good fight coming out for TongFu overall. I was expecting Worlds End to disengage the fight once they defended their tower, but it looks like they wanted more. I guess they felt that they dropped the wall, so they want to make something of it, but it was not worth it at all. Tempo Assassin's Aegis got burned at a very, very, very convenient timing. As you can see, it has a whole entire, was this 20-30 seconds left on it? Or would have had that much time left on it? Meanwhile, PL can't do jack squat, has a diffusal blade, that's really about it. Needs a few more items to do something. And Nick Assassin trying to blink in, trying to be cute, but misses a stun. PL Diffusal Blade. I was kind of expecting Boots to travel. I gotta be completely honest with you. I was expecting Boots to travel for Phantom Lancer. I think Boots to travel would have helped him out a lot, so he can split push for his team. But hindsight's 20/20. Can't have all the kill stuff. Meanwhile, Invoker having not as great of a game as he did last time. I called that out before, but he's sitting on top of Orchid, or almost an Orchid Malevolence. He will have that up in I think 2 more creeps, 3 more creeps. So it should be the recipe for his Orchid, which I think, is it 750 or is it 850? Oh man, let's see. 775, okay, close enough. Somewhere in between that line is Invoker's Orchids. And he now has his Orchid Malevolence, which is going to be nice as far as helping to get pickoffs on top of Templar Assassin, as far as helping to get pickoffs on top of Gyrocopter, maybe even Nyx Assassin. But it's just a nice utility item for him to get overall. Meanwhile, we got an Undying getting scouted out by the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin actually getting scouted out by... We're scouting Darkseer out too. Darkseer gonna walk into the jungle? No? No? Welcome to the jungle?
Double damage.
We got fun and games, bro. You can have anything you want. Sorry, I forgot the rest of the words. Take a look at the net worth on the people. We see Temple Assassin's worth the most on the map. Definitely way better overall. Yes, and I totally agree with the chat. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm vindicated! Ha! The chat agrees. Yes. DK and Juggernaut are really greedy. You need a lot of farm to do stuff. So yeah, Templar Assassin plus plus Gyrocopter, much better, because Templar Assassin doesn't need as much to snowball, or she doesn't need as much to be effective. All she needs is a Death Soul and a Blink Dagger, and you just got just golden. DK, he needs level 16, he needs AC, he needs maybe a Scotty if you want to go for that. I think Scotty on DK is silly, but people like to do that. He also needs an Armlet too if you want to go for that. I mean, DK just needs so much. So I agree. Playing DK mid when you have a Juggernaut is just too greedy overall. Maybe if you have someone like a Phantom Lancer, maybe who can be efficient by himself. Speaking of being efficient by himself, oh, they see the Invoker, they're pinging him. Looks like Nyx Assassin has a blink here in 4 seconds. They're going to just go ahead and follow him. They're trying to make him feel safe. No Dust of Appearance just yet. Looks like the Central Ward does get placed around the corner. Invoker dodging it completely. Nobody's going to be able to catch it. He actually finds a courier. Oh no, he gets a kill on top of the courier, and he tries to TP out, but looks like he will lose his life for his insolence. But he got the kill on the courier though. That is definitely worth the trade. I don't care what level you are, I don't care who you are. If you can kill the courier, that's usually worth more than your life at that point. Okay, not always worth more than life. Unless you have like a killing spree, then it's a bad idea. Speaking of bad ideas, Nyx Assassin gonna regret his decision completely right now. Backing all the way up. Does not want to walk into that mess. That was an Undying who did drop his ult. He did also drop a Tombstone. I think a Tombstone's a little premature. Probably should wait for more people to commit to the fight and then drop the Tombstone. But yep, once again, hindsight's 20/20. Meanwhile, Phantom Lancer gonna be walking around with his bros, all invisible, or sorry, all 5 of them, 6 of them, 2, 3, 1. Okay, he's walking around by himself. And Timber Assassin's ready to blink. She has a BKB available too. Oh my gosh, she's ready to do stuff. Items. I haven't forgot to talk about those. Phantom Lancer is working on Manta Style. He's not gonna be here fast enough. Speaking of not being here fast enough, we got Timber Assassin getting hit with a little bit of damage. Blink Dagger still okay though. Top tower going to be getting sieged. Tornado from Invoker going to go ahead and initiate, catching nobody but a Lena. I think everybody else dodged. And that tower's going to go down without much of a fight. And they're pinging Roche. They want to go for Roshan, or Roshan, as some people like to call it. And look, we got an arcane rune here. Timber Assassin gonna go and blink in. Go for some damage on Roche. And Roche's gonna feel pretty sad about that. Just doesn't like the fact that Timber Assassin being so mean to him. Arcane rune did get picked up by the Phantom Lancer, so Phantom Lancer actually just walking right on by the Roche attempt. Doesn't have any idea about it, but like I said, Timber Assassin, she did this before, I wasn't paying attention. I'm paying attention now. It looks like she can definitely do Roshan all by herself. She has her big girl pants on right now. She's doing Roshan like a baller. So as far as the items on the map though, like I said, I wanted to talk about those. We had the Orca Malevolence finished up on Invoker. We also have Darkseid who has the Mechanism finished up. I don't know if he's going to be going for the Guardian Greaves. I think he went for those last time, but doesn't look like he's going to have the space to go for them this time around. Templar Assassin has the Deso, Blink Dagger, and BKB combination, and Aegis now. Nyx Assassin working on an Aghanim Scepter, so he can be, put on his best Lurker impression possible. We also have the Vengeful Spirit working on what looks to be a Force Staff, so that'll be really nice. And Lina has a Tornado Stick, so, I wonder how effective would Lina be if she decided to go for Octarine Core now. No, it's too soon. Yeah, she's a support. Okay, she's a support. She doesn't worry about being supporty, doing supportive things. But one more objective will be going the way of TongFu. Gold Graph showing still way in favor of TongFu, and XP Graph way in favor of them as well. Fantasy points showing you guys some more things, but items. These items are just, I mean, they look kind of okay inside of Worlds End, but they just don't have the space, they don't have the control or time to actually do anything. TongFu just have the Templar Assassin with the Deso Blink, and Gyrocopter just casually getting his BKB, casually getting his Sanjiasha, casually getting his Helmet of Dominator into Satanic. So he's going to casually just walk in there and kill stuff. So space creation is what we talk about. That is what we have. So we see a little bit of a standoff, they're waiting for the creep wave. Meanwhile, Phantom Lancer's doing what I thought he would do a long time ago. He's gonna go and push the mid tower with his illusions all by himself. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at that damage. Team fight's breaking out down here, down bottom. Lina gonna be able to dodge herself an EMP because of the Tornado Stick. I don't know if that was Tombstone, but if that was a Tombstone, that means it's, that was a Tombstone drop down on the backside. Timber Assassin gonna go ahead and put her best face forward. Invoker taking a ton of damage. She actually almost goes down. Dazzle coming out with the Shallow Grave, trying to keep his ally alive. And middle tower. Middle tower falls. Alright, so moving on to everything else. Dazzle dropping out the ulti, just trying to force Templar Assassin back. She's just being very persistent. She just has no reason to to back away. Actually gonna jump forward, gets a little bit of damage. BKB getting popped out. They're gonna go for the kill on top of the Undying. Undying taking quite a bit of damage. He will be falling down. The swap from Prison Spirit trying to keep our allies alive or something, don't know. Looks like nothing. Okay, nothing. They're backing away. Disengaging the fight. Nyx Assassin not getting caught with the dust as well. Feeling very cool about that one. And Prison Spirit with a nice little stun. Needs to back away. Might want to pop that dust. Nope, Darkseid gonna blink right on top of her. And here comes the death. Vengeful Spirit dying. Once again. If Gyrocopter's not dying and Vengeful Spirit is, I'm completely okay with that. So, and she only has 3 deaths, so she's doing fine. So the age is getting reclaimed here in 2 minutes time. What should Templar Assassin go for next? She has open room to go for whatever she wants. I think Daedalus is one good follow-up. Daedalus is one good follow-up item for her to go for. If she gets a Daedalus, she will have more damage, helping her augment the damage of her team, and she can create even more space for Gyrocopter to continue to farm. Speaking of space creation, Nyx Assassin has an Aghanim Scepter finished up. So like I said, he's gonna put on his best Lurker impression. And he will be there. He will be there to throw out the basically across the map stuns. I do want to see Aethelins come up on him too, just to help out with that range. And a Geometry Sight. Nobody picking it up? Okay. Okay, Nyx Assassin. Nope. Okay, Nyx, pick one. I think Nyx Assassin's gonna be the one to pick that up. Looks like he sells his Poor Man Shield. And nope. Okay, still nothing. So yeah, nobody's gonna pick up the gem. Awkward state overall. There we go. Nyx Assassin finally gonna pick up the gem. Yeah. Okay, I I think he thought Lena had it, so that's why he sold his formation and walked away. But it's gonna be a little bit of time wasted. Doesn't really matter though. They had the crease pushing in their favor. Bottom Raxes do get claimed, or did get claimed. So TongFu gonna feel very happy about the amount of spaces they can create from that one. Moving over to everything else though, the next objective for them will probably be, probably maybe win the team fight and then try to go for the mid tower, and then try to go for all the Raxes and try to win the game. I think they have more than enough to win this game. TongFu is definitely in position to just lose this game, so it's their game to lose. That's what I'm saying. It's definitely their game to lose. Worlds End, they have a lot to fall back into. They have the Phantom Lancer who's at the top of the charts on their side, and Invoker is falling pretty darn hard behind. He's actually fifth? No, sixth. Is that sixth? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's fifth. Yeah, he's fifth. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Invoker's fifth. And they don't have as many people on there. And actually, oh, Dazzle popping the very preemptive Shallow Grave, trying to keep himself alive as long as he possibly can. EMP coming out from Invoker. EMP gonna hit the Vengeful Spirit. No mana for you. Actually, a very devastating blow to her. And Scotty fully finished up a Phantom Lancer, so he wants more illusion stuff. And Nyx Assassin, he reveals the fact that he has an Aghanim Scepter, but it doesn't really matter. He has a Geometry Sight too. And see, this is a very dangerous position because I mean, like, TongFu, this is their game to lose. They have the Aegis down, so the Aegis is no longer on Tempo Assassin. She is going for crit next, so she is going for the extra damage. Phantom Lancer, he has a Scotty, but I don't think he can do it all by himself. Not yet, at least. He does not have a heart. All he has is a Scotty. He needs way more stats than that. He needs a Manta Style. He needs a Scotty. He needs possibly a BKB. I don't think PL's traditionally build a BKB at all, but it would be nice to have. It looks like they just disengage the fight. Being very, very, very content with just pushing the creep wave, backing away, going to continue to farm. And now we're seeing them, like I said, I keep saying it over and over because it's definitely true. They're playing the game that they want to play. They're playing the game they want to play. They have the advantage. They have the map control. They're just going to be calm, go back, farm up their items, farm up all the stuff, and just kill everything in 30 minutes. So go ahead and dial your clocks for 30 minutes. It's going to be an hour-long game. So it's 9:37 for me right now. So at 10:07 is when we'll see this game in, guys. JK. Hopefully not. So MKB does get fully finished up for Gyrocopter, so it's going to be a nice item for him. Probably looking to move into a Satanic next, or oh no, Butterfly next. So MKB just try to get rid of any of the annoying evasion, which nobody has evasion, thankfully. And oh man, that's also another good item. If PL would have went for Radiance, I wonder how well his... Nah, they wouldn't have done well enough. Yeah, PL needs to be involved in these fights. A Radiance he doesn't have space for. He would not have had enough room to buy that. And Borg is still working on the Aghanim Scepter. Lena, she did get the Ether Lens for her, and also a Blink Dagger, so she will be able to blink in there, get some extra long range stuns, extra damage on her abilities too. Still, Tempo Assassin has the full data list, so she does have that all finished up. Next item for her, usually at this point, Satanic. No, she can't go Satanic because she has a Deso. Dang. I don't know. I think somebody on TongFu should maybe buy Vlad's, help him with the push. I don't think they really need it, but hey. I've seen comebacks from worse. Hashtag games I play. Oh god. So bad. Centaur's getting placed. They're dewarding. They're all pinging. I don't know what they're doing. They're blinking somewhere. They're doing stuff. The rotations are coming through. Take a look at the buyback because we need to see who has a buyback available. Nobody? Nope, Dazzle and Darkseer. Okay, Dazzle and Darkseer on the Radiant side. They have the buybacks available. Nyx Assassin. He's trying to scout it up. It looks like no. And it's Roche. Oh man, Roche is back up. Wow. And this is going to be a third Roche of the game. So TongFu going to claim the last objective of Roshan before they push into the base. I'm pretty sure Worlds End have no idea this is going on. They actually smoke up. Double smoke was used on that one, by the looks of it. Or just a weird animation usage. I think they revealed the fact that they're smoked up by having the Forward Spirit attack. The Observer did see it. And now the Aegis does get claimed. And they're going to continue with the push. They're going to continue to be aggressive. They're going to go for it. Tombstone gets dropped on the high ground. Gyrocops is going to be the first one to get caught out. Needs to drop the ulti immediately. Actually pops the BKB instead. They're going for the fight immediately. Invoker getting melted. Just straight up melted. Darkseer dropping the wall. No vacuum to actually catch anybody. Looks like somebody's getting caught on the high ground. It's going to be Darkseer getting cheaped up and something. He's going to be going down. It's like, nope. Tempo Assassin trying to look for the kill. She's a little bit too far. Nope. Darkseer blinks out of there. Meanwhile, Nyx Assassin is getting himself a solo kill on top of the Phantom Lancer. Feeling very happy about that one. Geometry size getting dropped on the ground by by somebody. They're pinging it. And this could be a push into the base. Phantom Lancer's dead. He has no buyback. 91 gold away from it. Maybe if these guys decide to wait for 91 minutes, they might, or 91 seconds, they'll be fine. Looks like this will be the mid tower pushed in. Absolutely nothing can be done by Worlds End at this point. Undying has Tombstone in 22 seconds. So yeah, they're probably gonna lose it all here. TP coming, or Blink coming forward by Lina, dropping the stun, follow up damage, boom, goes to Dynamite. That is gonna be a dead Dazzle, who does immediately buy back into the game. Mio Invoker dropping the Tornado. Here comes the EMP as well. Not gonna be enough damage. Success popping the Spike Carapace. He's in the ground right now. He's actually doing a little bit of damage. And where's his Impale? There's his Impale. Look at that Impale. Dropping an Impale. He's gonna just stay here in a fortified position, taking reduced damage. He's okay with this. Has another Impale here in a few more seconds. No mana for it though. And the buyback, or sorry, the Gyro coming out from the Aegis. Yes, and there's a kill. Nice kill, nice kill. Darkseer buyback immediately into this fight. Trying to go for the last stand. And here's another stun from Nyx Assassin. Just being as annoying as possible. Even more annoying when he's in the ground than when he's up on the ground. Jesus, so annoying. And Gargoyle's popping the BKB, trying to go for the man fight, trying to get as many racks as possible can. They're actually focusing on the kills. Timber Assassin trying to keep him away. Darkseer taking so much damage. He actually did just buy back. That's a Phantom Lancer actually. And Phantom Lancer does officially go down. And GG's actually come out. Worlds End. Gonna go and tap out of this game. TongFu gonna take this game. So the series ends 1-1. Interesting overall. I like the idea of Phantom Lancer, but Templar Assassin, I guess Templar Assassin is just a little bit too strong. Way too much for him to deal with. Not enough carry from Invoker. And that's going to be it for the game, guys. So my name is CulBlu. Just watch you guys this game in the JoinDota League, the second game in TongFu versus Worlds End. And this one does end in TongFu's favor. So it's a 1-1 series, split series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to check out more of my stuff, you can check me out on YouTube, which is youtube.com/CulBluDota. That's CulBluDota. You can also check me out on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/CulBlu. That's CulBlu. And that's pretty much it. So I'm done casting this game. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you guys whenever.